Wait, I can't believe it. I think we've got Bellerin back. I think we've got Hector Bellerin back. Oh my God. It's been a while since he had a couple of games in a row where he played at a very good level. And today, he was amazing. And he doesn't even get my man of the match, by the way. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But straight away, I had to mention Bellerin because he was absolutely superb today. 2 assists, a lovely cross for Saka, and of course the pass into Pepe, which, I mean, it counts as an assist, but Pepe did all the work. He was great when he came on as well. Great substitution from Arteta. We got ourselves the 2-1 win. We had to make it hard. We had to make it hard towards the end. We had to make it a little bit more stressful than it needed to be. Great finish from McGoldrick there. He's a good striker. A bit underrated, I would say. Gosh, yeah, it was a bit of a stressful final 10 minutes or so. But yeah, Bellerin's back, guys. I think we've got Bellerin back. I was one of the people to quite publicly say that he's just not the same player, that maybe he won't ever return to that kind of form that we saw him reaching a couple of years ago. But that injury clearly has taken a while to get over. So it's fantastic that Bellerin has had some good performances lately. He seems to be full of confidence, and the double assist was great. Really impressed with Saka on the other side as well. I really, really like Saka. I think he's a fantastic player. He can play in lots of different positions. I do think he is best kind of in that pocket of space behind the striker and left winger, you know, kind of like drifting in and out. And that seemed to work really well. And he found himself in a great position with that cross from Bellerin to head that into the top left corner. As I mentioned, with Pepe coming on as a sub, literally within moments of us having Pepe on the pitch, we looked more creative, more confident going forward. And he played a big part in the first goal, and of course scored the second goal. But let's talk about my man of the match. I think man of the match went to Saka in Sky, at least with Sky Sports, in their recommendation. But for me, it was our number 8, our maestro, Ceballos, in midfield. He was everywhere today. He was incredible. So I have to mention how good Ceballos was. And the reason he gets my man of the match is because he did everything. He was the most well-rounded player today. Yes, he didn't score. Yes, he didn't assist, but he was such a big part of how we managed to get the win today. The first half was really poor. We did not play well at all in that first half. There was very little for us going forward. We were, I think, throughout the whole game, relatively solid defensively, but we just lacked creativity. We really need to bring someone in to inject a little bit of creativity into this team in a game like this where we're struggling to break down a wall of 5 defenders and a few midfielders just sitting in front of them. It was very difficult, but Ceballos just, the nutmeg. That cheeky nutmeg. I cannot wait to see that popping up on Twitter and social media over the next few days. That was beautiful. Just a fantastic game from him. I think Ceballos and Xhaka are really well rehearsed. You know, they seem to work really well together. But El Neni came in for Xhaka today and did a very decent job. A few moments where El Neni pretty much was playing at centre-back, though. He would drop back so Bellerin could push forward. Great tactics from Mikel Arteta to come out in that second half and change it up a little bit, and we got our reward. We were patient. We waited and waited and waited, and our second goal had 19 passes before, and I believe that's the best passing goal this season so far in the Premier League. 19 passes. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you watch the goal back, it is remarkably good. Really well played. Possession football. Arsenal football. That really was. Also, a very close second, maybe third place for man of the match for me is Gabriel. This guy, just need to take a moment and just enjoy the fact that we signed him. He didn't go to Napoli. He didn't go to Man United. He could have gone to Everton last January. He didn't. I'm so glad we got him. We've got an absolute rock-solid gem of a player on our hands. I love him. I absolutely love him. I don't care that he's receding. Everyone's going on about his hairline. I don't care, mate. He is so good. He's such a solid defender. He's confident. He's great on the ball. His passing. There was a moment where he lofted a pass up to Aubameyang in the first half. He couldn't bring it down. It was a perfect pass. It was Aubameyang's fault. But just the sheer accuracy on it, it's just beautiful. And I really, really hope Gabriel can keep up this form. I think, honestly, the future is Gabriel and Saliba. Of course, Saliba's going to take a bit of time. Or Saliba, however you want to say his name. just so happy we got Gabriel. He's looking like a bit of a shrewd bit of business, a bit of a bargain for less than £30 million. Honestly, he is superb. And Tierney going down that left side was really impressive. He allowed Saka to drift in and out of play, and that was, I think, what ultimately got us the win today. Just having players in those pockets of space in the second half to just unlock that defence. You've got to give it to Sheffield United. Although they haven't done very well this season, it seems like they are suffering from second season syndrome a little bit, but they are so well drilled. Very, very strong defensively, very difficult to break down. It just took time. And do you know what? On another day, maybe we would have scored more, but honestly, maybe we would have got a draw, a 0-0. It honestly is one of those games. It can swing either way. We had to break them down. We had to be patient. And I think the changes that we made at half-time, especially when Pepe came on as well, it helped us out a lot. We needed to just wait for that moment. And it was a lovely little 1-2 between Aubameyang and El Neni. And Aubameyang's pass just hooked in Bellerin, and that was the space we needed to then get the cross back post. But who would have thought Saka, out of all our players, would have scored a header? Yeah, very, very interesting. Quick word on David Luiz as well, because I said this during my watch-along. And again, quick plug to the Twitch. Make sure you're following me. The link is down below. I do Arsenal watch-alongs live every single game. I remember I said it, I think it was early on in the first half when he made a bit of a mistake. And he could have got potentially sent off for pulling someone's shirt as he was through and goal. I think it was Burke. He's quick, isn't he? So rapid. But probably a yellow. He got away with it. I don't know how, but he was shaky. Very shaky in the first half. And that's the first time in at least a month or two where I've genuinely been a little bit nervous for one of those David Luiz performances where he suddenly morphs into Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. He is just unreliable when he plays like that, and it was causing me a lot of issues in here. I was really stressed out because he's so slow. Okay, he's not mega slow, but because he's not very quick, I should say, he can't get himself out of those situations. He's not like Bellerin of old, where we didn't really rely on Bellerin defensively. We just relied on his pace to get back and hook out a ball or whatever. But David Luiz just had a few moments in this game where it was bad. He didn't have a particularly strong first half. He was better in the second half. He's in the team to play the ball. He's in the team to find a pass through the defence, over the top, try and get Aubameyang in behind. And that is still all well and good. But if you've got a defender like David Luiz who can have a David Luiz performance, it is always a worry for me. I don't like him not playing in the middle. So with the formation I've got here, this looks like what we went with at the start at least. David Luiz was playing on the right side of a back three, and that just doesn't seem to work very well. He plays in the middle so much better, where he's got two potentially quicker defenders that can cover for him, and David Luiz can then push forward a little bit, almost acting as a second DM, when we're going forward. So, yeah, that's something to note. We've got to be careful with David Luiz. I know this is his final year at Arsenal. I know he will not get another year. Well, at least I hope not. He's definitely got qualities. I really worry when he has moments like he did there. And he was very quick to blame Gabriel for the pass, but if you watch it back, he's allowed the ball to go in front of him and lose track of the player a little bit, and that's not a good sign when you start blaming the younger player for the pass. It wasn't a bad pass at all. So, yeah, David Luiz, I'm watching you. Nketiah, Willian, not great. Not great today. Willian was very lethargic. Didn't look like he wanted to be playing. I don't know if that's just me that picked up on that. He seems like he was well off the pace today. And Nketiah, I don't know, he's hot and cold. I think some games Nketiah turns into mini Ian Wright. Well, actually, no, he's not a mini Ian Wright because Ian Wright was pretty small, but a new Ian Wright, where he's just right place, right time. He finds little pockets of space in the box, and he'll be a fox in the box, literally, and he'll score a tap-in. But today was one of the other games where Nketiah just looks like a second-tier, maybe even reserve player for Arsenal. Just did not have a good game today. And as soon as he came off, we looked more dangerous. I was very surprised to see Lacazette dropped. He was on the bench today. Same with Xhaka. Lacazette has scored 3 in 3. He's in some good form right now. So it was a bit of a weird decision that, unless it's down to just the amount of games he's been playing, maybe he just wants to rest him today. I don't really know what that's all about. I would have liked to have seen Lacazette start today, but thankfully, I'm not sitting here complaining that we lost the game because we didn't have Lacazette or Xhaka starting. And this, by the way, is the first game since August 2019, I think, or November 2019, where we have won a game when Xhaka has not started. What a stat. That is unbelievable. I can't believe that when I saw that in my Twitch. We don't win games without Xhaka starting. And we did it. We did it today. I think El Neni did a good job. He came in for Xhaka and did very well. I think Aubameyang had a bit of a quiet game as well. We needed him to score today. I know a lot of FPL players would have wanted him to score because they've all got him in their midfield. But it wasn't his best game. He took a bit of a hit in was it early second half? Sometimes I lose track. But he did get his ankle, what's the word? Attacked by Berg. He's a great player, by the way, Berg. I like him a lot. But he's gone in quite hard on Aubameyang, and he was down for a good few minutes. I think he's definitely picked up a knock there, definitely a bad bruise. Hopefully he'll be okay, but he did finish the game, which is good news. And also to finish, Leno, solid again. I think I've talked about everyone. It wasn't a great performance in the first half. The second half was much better. We've come away with the 3 points. That is all that matters. And we're in the top 4. We're going to win the league. It's as simple as that. Thank you again to everyone who came out to the watch along. Make sure you check it out if you can. Twitch.tv/officialmgh. Live throughout the whole game, talking about what's going on and chatting to you guys about it. And as always, thank you for watching Operation Arsenal. We have another career mode video going live tonight, so make sure you stick around for that one, and I will see you next time.